A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In an unprecedented move, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has formally requested a pardon from President Isaac Herzog, as he faces serious corruption charges that have deeply divided the nation. This request comes amid Netanyahu's ongoing trials, which have been in progress since 2020, where he has been accused of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust across 3 separate cases. Despite his firm denial of any wrongdoing and a plea of not guilty, Netanyahu argues that the trials have become a polarizing force that undermines the country's unity and stability. He claims that a pardon would not only alleviate the burden of the trial, but also allow him to focus on Israel's pressing security and diplomatic interests. Netanyahu's detailed request included an extensive 111-page legal appeal and a personal letter, both of which were submitted to President Herzog's office for consideration. The president's office acknowledged the extraordinary nature of this request, indicating that it will be thoroughly reviewed in consultation with the Ministry of Justice and legal advisors. Under Israeli law, the president has the authority to grant pardons, even before a final conviction, if it serves the public interest or involves exceptional personal circumstances. Netanyahu's legal team emphasizes that this request is driven by the necessity for national unity rather than personal gain, aiming to reduce the ongoing domestic tensions that have arisen from the trials. In a video message released by his Likud party, Netanyahu expressed the significant drain the trial has placed on his time and ability to govern effectively, noting that he has been required to testify up to 3 times a week, something he claims is an experience unique to him as a sitting prime minister. He hopes that public support will rally behind his request for a pardon, emphasizing that it is essential for the welfare of Israel. The trials have intensified divisions within Israeli society, occurring during a time when the country faces significant security threats and diplomatic opportunities. Netanyahu's legal troubles stem from 3 distinct cases that revolve around accusations of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. The first case alleges that he accepted lavish gifts from wealthy businessmen in exchange for political favors. The second case involves accusations that he attempted to influence media coverage by offering favors to a newspaper in return for positive publicity. The third case concerns claims that he promoted regulatory decisions favoring a telecom company's controlling shareholder, expecting favorable media coverage as a quid pro quo. Throughout the years, Netanyahu has vehemently denied all allegations, labeling the court proceedings as a politicized witch hunt orchestrated by his political adversaries. His legal battles have not only dominated public discourse, but have also raised critical questions about the separation of powers, the rule of law, and the impact of legal proceedings on government functionality. Netanyahu's request for a pardon has triggered strong reactions across the political spectrum in Israel. Supporters, particularly within the right-wing Likud party and allied factions, view the pardon as a necessary measure to stabilize the country and allow Netanyahu to govern without the constant distraction of court appearances. Figures like National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir have publicly endorsed the pardon, arguing that it is vital for Israel's security amidst ongoing threats. Conversely, opposition leaders such as Yair Lapid and Yair Golan have vehemently opposed the request, asserting that pardons should only be granted when there is an admission of guilt and genuine remorse. They warn that granting clemency in this instance would undermine the credibility of Israel's legal system and threaten democratic principles by placing Netanyahu above the law. Many Israelis have taken to the streets to protest against the pardon request, voicing concerns that this move could erode judicial independence and set a dangerous precedent. This political drama unfolds against a backdrop of significant upheaval in Israel, including widespread protests triggered by government plans for judicial reform and the recent escalation of national security concerns following the October 2023 Hamas attacks in Gaza. Internationally, Netanyahu is facing additional scrutiny, with the International Criminal Court having issued an arrest warrant last year, accusing him and a former defense minister of war crimes. Netanyahu's request for a pardon is not just a legal maneuver. It represents a critical juncture in Israeli politics, one that could redefine the relationship between governance and the rule of law in the country. As the nation watches closely, the implications of this request will undoubtedly reverberate throughout Israeli society and its political landscape for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.